I'm Jessa. So this is month 6 of breastfeeding, and what I was doing for breastfeeding, breast pumping, and putting milk in for the freezer stash. So at this point, my child, something really interesting happened because I went away for a week, and my husband was home with the baby, and he was giving him bottles. And if my husband was giving him the bottle in the evening, the baby would sleep until morning, which is shenanigans as far as I'm concerned, because when I was home, he would only sleep for like 6 hours at a time. But for my husband, he's sleeping from 7 p.m. to 5 a.m. So something that we discovered and that we kind of messed around with is that at this age, he was going to sleep around 7, and I would do a dream feed usually around 10 p.m., 9 or 10 before I went to bed. And so we kind of discovered that dream feed was making him wake up more. Like, he was in the habit of getting some food in the middle of the night, and because I was going in there at 10, then he would wake up at like 2 or 3 and want more food. So we eliminated the dream feed at this age. So let's talk about what I was doing for my routine. First thing in the morning, when I was the fullest, I would use my Haka. So my goal was to put 2 ounces of milk in the fridge or in the freezer every day. So I would use the Haka on the side he wasn't nursing and just get 1 ounce of fore milk out. Then I take it off. Baby's nursing the other side. When he switched, I'd put the Haka on the side he'd already been on and just let it hang out there until he was totally done nursing. And that would usually get me another ounce of hind milk. And so then I'd have 2 ounces to put into the freezer. In the evening time, my husband and I were switching off who was doing nighttime routine. So every other night, my husband was giving a bottle. So on nights that I was in charge of bedtime routine, I would nurse at 5 p.m., 7 p.m., and then do a dream feed around 9:30 or 10. And then on nights my husband was in charge, I would nurse at 5. He would give the bottle at 7, and then I would pump between like 9:30 and 10. And so that's kind of how we discovered that it was the dream feed that was causing the night wakings. So during month 6, growth was going great for my child, so I actually completely eliminated that dream feed. Well, I didn't completely eliminate it. On nights that I was in charge, I would nurse him at 7, and then I would also pump. So I was pumping every single day before I went to bed. And the result of this was actually that I was putting a lot more milk into the freezer during month 6. So I would pump another 5 ounces at 9 o'clock, 9 or 10, and I would just put that in the freezer and just call it bonus. And so that helped us to get kind of over that hump. And at this point, my child actually started to sleep through the night. So he was sleeping from about 7 p.m. till 5 a.m. This did not happen with our first. Our first didn't sleep through the night till he was like a year old. So I don't know if we just got lucky with the second. And if you're struggling with sleep, you're not alone. I don't think it's anything special we did. I think we just got lucky with this kid. But we did discover that those dream feeds were causing night wakings. So we eliminated them in month 6, and it did make a big difference. So that's what I was doing during that time for breastfeeding and trying to build that freezer stash. Please subscribe for more tips and tricks.